can't believe I gotta have this
If
conversation.
he don't win this year, he's a bum.
What?
Yo, that's a Hall of Fame terrible take right there.
No, it's not. It's true. It's so true.
What?
Boy just choked. Straight women booty and let the ball go.
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you.
LeBron James
puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Irving and Curry. One-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
Oh yeah, but we'll get to explaining and debating in a second. What's up, everybody?
Yes, sir.
3 and a Possible here. Episode 9 of the offseason, fellas. We are in the thick of the NBA offseason. But it's around the corner. A great thing. This is the last month that does not have NBA regular season basketball. So we're getting close, fellas. We're getting close.
Good.
Out.
This off season.
Ain't nothing been going on. A lot of talk.
No way. Your boy Dame.
Talking, no action.
Wait for him to go to Miami, but you know.
A lot of talking, no action.
James
Harden's supposed to be going to the Clippers. That ain't happening.
All these things are supposed to happen. We're going to talk about it when they actually happen, or if something actually comes up with those. Because
Carl Anthony Towns, they might as well just trade him
February.
right now.
So in February is when we go look. That shit ain't gonna ever happen.
We'll see. We do have some FIBA World Cup stuff to talk about, though. Unfortunately.
Oh, man,
so let's just start right there. Yesterday, Team USA got bounced by Germany, led by Dennis Schroeder and the Wagner brothers, or maybe just
Daniel
one of them.
Theis, don't forget about him.
Daniel Theis. Yeah.
Whatever. He don't deserve his name to be pronounced correctly.
That boy was balling. Oh, yeah, you need to say his name right. That's why we lost, because we disrespecting them. He suck.
Yeah, you, Mr. World Champion BS that you were saying last week.
They ain't our best, but I think that was.
I will say the World Cup is tougher competition than the Olympics. Because in the Olympics, you're only going to have 2 European teams. Like, this is a lot more countries involved. But they still shouldn't have lost. Like, come on, bro. Serbia made it to the finals without Jokic. Like, come on, bro.
You know why?
That's ridiculous.
You know why?
They got 0 NBA players.
Because that's a lie. They got Heat legend Nikola Jovic.
Fuck out of here.
So Jovic going from playing in the NBA Finals to the FIBA World Cup final. I mean, all he knows is
this man played 3 minutes in the NBA Finals, and you gonna act like he played in the finals? Dog, get out of here.
Yeah, he did.
That boy played 12 total minutes in the playoffs.
He played more minutes in the finals than anybody on the American team did.
Damn.
So how about that?
No.
How about that?
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about Serbia and Germany in the final in a minute. Well, what I want to know first, who gets the blame for Team USA laying the dud of all duds? I don't even know if we ever held a lead against Germany. Nope. Definitely didn't in the fourth quarter. Pretty pathetic performance to American standards for basketball. So, Joe, I'll let you start. Who you blaming?
I don't know who to blame, to be honest, because we had a quality team out there to win the game, and we had quality coaches. I really want to put it on Steve Kerr, say that he's not a great coach when it comes to the X's and O's and putting a team together. But he had Eric Spoelstra on the bench. He had Ty Lue on the bench. I don't think there's really any excuse. Like, Steve Kerr, what? You telling me all 3 of them agreed to not play Brandon Ingram barely any minutes? Like, that don't make no sense whatsoever. He was like the only all-star on the roster, and he barely gets any time on the court. Is that a Steve Kerr thing? Is that they don't like his attitude, so they're gonna move him out? Like, I don't give a damn about your attitude, bro. I don't care if you sit there and you sit bleeding red, white, and blue. Are you gonna go out there and win basketball games? And I think that's where they got caught up. There's no reason that you got Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson out there 20 minutes that much, and Brandon Ingram don't even touch the court. Respiratory illness my ass. Ain't
They said that boy
nothing
got
wrong with
caught
that,
smoking
man.
that
Come
weed.
on, bro. Exactly. Come on, bro. That shit don't make no sense. It makes no sense. You know his eyes always low, so he probably was smoking. But it don't make no sense to me at all. And
That
Grant Hill gonna have to
screams
come in there and
a
shake some things up.
that
Grant
screams
Hill
a
when he
Steve
come
Kerr
in,
issue to me.
Yeah,
I don't know if
Because
it's just Steve Kerr.
I know for one,
it is him. Come on.
Spo and the Heat.
Eric
love
Spoelstra didn't say
Brandon Ingram.
nothing. You telling me Eric Spoelstra?
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Steve Kerr had the final say. I know for a fact
I
Spo
get
and the Heat like Brandon Ingram and want him to be a future Heatle. So it'd be really weird if it was Spo was the one that didn't want to play him. Ty Lue seems like super star player oriented.
Yeah, it makes
The only
no
one that kind
sense.
of doesn't fit that bill per se would be Steve Kerr. So that's
He
who
doesn't like
I would
playing young
imagine.
players for sure.
But Devion, where are you laying the blame, bro?
Steve Kerr.
Back to back.
Steve Kerr, yeah. Because
Back
that's
to
just well, he the head coach. They picked this weak ass roster. I told you this roster was weak.
And it's the second time we haven't made it to the finals in the FIBA World Cup in a row. So
I'm just saying, like
that's Steve Kerr back to back, like he said.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, and I get it. Everybody want to say they might get on me for this, but it's just like shit. You got other legendary head coach on there like Spo. I think Spo would have started Ingram every game and would have coached him. Any issues you would have had, I think he would have been fine with it. So
They wouldn't be getting out rebounded either.
no, because like how do you play? I'm just being real. Like they both was Lakers, but how do you play Josh Hart over Ingram ever? Like how do you ever do that? How do you even get to a point? People like he want to win.
It'd also be one thing like if it was one of those like American teams that had like Melo, Wade, LeBron,
yeah,
like that many star players. Like, okay, we need a guy out there that doesn't need shots.
You don't got no
to, like
depth.
just do the dirty. But like that's not the case for this American team. We needed a bucket getter,
a scorer.
So,
you need
really weird.
lacking in score. Like that's why people wanted.
Brandon Ingram at worst on this team's second best player. At worst, most likely the best player.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards is literally between him and Edwards. I'm cool with them having the ball in their hand all the time. They walk in buckets. Like, and you got a scoring problem. No, you got a depth issue, but you want Josh Hart to go out there to bleed his heart out on the court because he got heart. Like, what the fuck? That don't fucking win games. Like, I'm just saying, like, and that's why I say, like, he must have it in his mindset, like, bro, Steph's not on the court. You don't got nobody who can shoot up from the other side of the court and it's just go in. You don't got, you know what I'm saying? You don't got two sharpshooters. You got people who got to actually play on the court. And these hustle plays only go work for so long. Everybody else you playing with, they got 11 players that just don't do nothing but hustle. And one good player. So you know what I'm saying? Like you playing a style of basketball and you lost. Like, fuck, we lose to Jerry. I knew it. Told you. I knew we wouldn't go win because it's gonna be some corny shit like that. I told you it was gonna be some team.
Bro, and I'm not even mad.
Gonna beat us. I knew it.
Like Schroeder dropping 20 on you, you can't be mad if Schroeder dropped 20 on you. Like he can do that in the NBA.
No, yeah,
it's everybody else, bro. It's everybody else.
Wagner,
like one
I can never remember which is which off the top of my head.
Oh,
one of the Wagner
was
pretty good. But
that's not the point, bro. You can't let them. There was a no-name dude out there who dropped 22 points. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name.
Hey, bro, these NBA trials for some of them, though. Some of them trying to make it to the league. So, hey.
All right. So here's where I'm at on the whole blame game thing here. I hear your guys' critique of Steve Kerr for coaching and roster construction. I think those are all valid. You know, one thing that was glaring to me was Jaren Jackson, not a center. Not a center, never will be. He needs a big next.
They were trying to make him their primary rebounder. That was crazy.
Yeah, not the thing. Little disappointed in him. How are you the defensive player of the year with more lax rules on when you can snatch the ball out the air, and you're kind of a non-factor protecting the rim for a lot of these games, when at least for the important games. I get the Josh Hart getting minutes because he is a good rebounder, and we were struggling to rebound. I just think in place of a guy that's like 6'10", 6'11" is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
so
wow,
maybe put them both out there. You know, like I don't know. But if I'm going to go ultimate blame game,
KD on the bench, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ultimate blame game, Devion, you'll like this. The New York Knicks. The most
facts.
represented team on Team USA with Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart, and they fucking nicked it up out there. They went full fucking Knicks on the world stage. It's fucking embarrassing. That Knick culture rubbed off. It completely took away the Warriors and Heat culture that was on the sideline from the coaches. It fucked up the whole vibe. So next time, I don't want to ever see a fucking Knick on a World Cup roster, Olympic roster,
Probably won't.
Whatever. Never again. Get them as far away from the fucking teams. And I like Brunson. I'm a big fan of Brunson, but I'm happy he got his bag. I'm sorry that he had to get it where he had to get it from, because that shit's just not gonna fucking work.
How? And just because you said that too, how the hell Trae Young not make the team, bro? He wanted to be on the team. You tell me y'all didn't want him on the team because you thought he was gonna be a cancer in the locker room or something? Like Devion said, they just wanted people out there who was gonna play their heart out. Trae Young should have been out there. I gotta see Trae Young put it up 30 right there. Dennis Schroeder going off for 20. Trae Young gonna be going right at him, doing the exact same thing.
We got a scoring issue. No, Trae Young. I'll tell you, this is all coaching, bro. Like, it's just people who want people to fall in line. Cause like a Jaren Jackson thing, like he's not a, like, how do you, like you said,
quiet, he gonna fall in line. Just do what he needs to do.
Defensive player of the year. I'm talking about playing his ass off the whole year. Then he come over here and feel like he forgot to play about basketball. That gotta be somebody in his head. Hey, just accept your role. You can do this and do it. Like, man, everybody trying to hear all that goofy shit. Like, this is not the Warriors. Like, this is a whole nother team. Yeah. That's why I'm saying, like, it's a different level of like coaching. Spo should have been, like, real shit. Spo should have been the head coach. I get it why they picked Kerr, but it really should have been Spo. Because if you let Spo have the final say so over a team like this, we win. Because you ain't convinced me otherwise.
The thing that'll happen with if Spo is the head coach is at some point, if it's not working, he's just going to say, fuck it. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
And it seemed like Kerr just kept trying to force the same thing to happen. It was like,
Spo will have a different team out there against every different.
Yeah, because
if at some point, like maybe BI's in the doghouse for whatever reason, but if shit's not going right, guess who's gonna come right in the fucking game? Yeah. But yeah, look at a couple years ago, Victor Oladipo fell out the rotation, right? Some shit happened. Oladipo came right back into the rotation when it needed to happen.
Balling.
And like you just said, like you have to have a line that is you're able to cross. Like, okay, I wanted to do this way. I thought this would work, but it didn't work. So I got to go to this plan B or C or D or whatever.
Bro, we trying to win something for our country, bro. Like, nobody care about, like, punish him after. You know what I'm saying? Do like a secret fine or something. But look, hey,
he's not even on your team in the NBA. Like, who gives a fuck?
Do some other bullshit, but that's what I'm saying. Steve Kerr, they like to give him all this credit what he did with the Warriors, but that's really Mark Jackson shit. That really let him come into. He was the first player to ever let somebody. They always say, "Well, Steph, he did." No, Mark Jackson was the first player to ever let somebody go and shoot that bitch for hell. And then care about it, say, hey, everybody else go around Steph, let him be your number one option. And then he got blackballed. Steve Kerr got gifted a team. And now you see when he got to do come ground up. Hey, I'm just saying, bro, like, people might not want to hear it, but it's true.
He's really only been successful one way. Like, it's had to be the same way. The year that they won post KD was a good team, but they did it the exact same way. Small ball, run through stuff, like, that whole motion offense, which is fine. Like there's a lot of great coaches that have found a system that really works and done it that way. And like, they're really the only one that kind of could perfect that. Like, Phil Jackson in the triangle offense, like, we've tried to see other people try and use it elsewhere. It doesn't usually ever really work, but when he gets the right superstars with that system, it always fucking works. And that's kind of what it's looking like with Steve Kerr. He's having a hard time adapting to doing it a different way.
Should have got Trae Young. He maybe could have recruited him, because that would have been your future to go and put a whole team around a player like him. Hey, could have used that to pitch against him, but that was just dumb. Like, he's just a goofy. I'm sorry. Steve Kerr goofy. I'm on his ass. I already don't like them anyway.
All right, let's tease this, because we were talking about this a little bit before the show. What do you consider this USA roster? While we're talking about the roster construction, is this obviously it's not our A roster. We know that, But like, is this our B roster? Or are you saying this is more like our C, D, F? What do you want to call it, Joe? Where are you at?
I think it's our B roster with a couple of C players on there. I mean, if you just, we're missing Trey,
like a B
Trey
minus.
Young. You missing Trey Young. You missing Ja. You missing Tatum. You missing Jaylen Brown. To be honest, if you put those on the team, Zion, yeah, but we mentioned Zion not gonna play. But
fair.
Hey, playing by the BI.
Yeah. Damn. But no, this team was good enough to be able to win that whole thing, bro. They should have been able to win that. They definitely should have been able to win. They had the size, they had the skill. They just weren't a team. Yeah. They was all trying to play, like y'all said, playing that role, and it just didn't work out. I don't understand it either. Ant-Man was literally the only person out there that was just like, forget it, I'm finna go this rim. I'm gonna do what I can. Everybody else looked like they were just lackadaisical, taking shots like, okay, we're gonna run this play, pass, this person shoot. Anthony Edwards was the only dude out there saying, forget the play, I'm finna just attack the rim. So I think that's the only reason they lost. They the B team, bro. They good enough to be able to win the FIBA World Cup.
Devion, what you think?
C team, C, D team, bro. You got a whole bunch of the players. You name some.
Joe, you did basically name like a starting lineup.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real shit. like that whole squad you just named is better than majority everybody on there. Like, for real, the whole team.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, I guess we not gonna include like Harden and all them because if we include them, that's really like the A-Ross, like Harden, Steph, the KDs of the world. But like, where's D-Book at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where's D-Book?
I didn't even mention D-Book.
Where's Bradley?
Yeah, you got me on that. Yeah.
We talked about this when the World Cup was about to start. Like, I think Brad's in the aged out crowd. He's 30s,
but D-Book, like, ain't no reason you know what I'm saying? You get him to play on this, man. Because if you don't get a team, like,
no, but we talked about this before it started, right? Like, cause I brought this up.
Crazy.
Is Desmond Bain American?
Tatum, like, that's a good question. But like, I feel like like LeBron and Wade and Melo and CP, I feel like they played in this shit a lot later in their career than these younger stars are now. Like Tatum has no excuse. This man's not even 25.
Carmelo played in 4 Olympics.
Yeah.
So and some World Cups. So that's like you're right. You're right about that.
But
I'm with you.
But if you give me $300 million, I ain't doing shit though. You give me $300 million, I'm only playing basketball during the season.
For real shit though, if you don't get players like them to go and play like the Browns and the D-Books to even want to play, that screams either they don't like your roster, they don't like the coaching, they don't like, you know what I'm saying? It's some reason why they not playing. Because they'll go and play like if Kobe and them was on there, they'll be like, oh, we gonna play because Kobe playing. You know what I'm saying? You got to get something that's gonna make them want to play.
I feel like if it was the Olympics, they would play.
And they're treated like kings, bro. They treat it like kings, bro. They got private jets, private chefs. They treat it real good. So you think they would want to experience that?
I wish I was old enough to like really, really remember, but because like I feel like when this might have happened as well when Jordan was starting to age out. In like the NBA and everyone starts trying to look for the next Jordan. And like, I feel like we've been kind of seeing that now the last few years. Who's going to like take the throne from LeBron is like the next like face of the league for a long time. And I think that's leading to some of that entitlement that you're kind of talking about, Joe, because like these guys really haven't accomplished anything to be getting
you think they would want a gold medal.
You think they want a gold medal or an NBA championship or like any of these like high accolades? And not that they're not really great players and all, but like, I mean, just look at Giannis was about to play for Greece if his knee wasn't a little messed up.
Yeah,
that's a multiple-time MVP, a NBA champion, Finals MVP, and he was still gonna fucking play. So
no pride, no legacy. They ain't chasing legacy no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is.
I don't know, y'all. But let's move on. We talked about Team USA's tragedies for enough. Let's talk about the people that have earned to be talked about. So Germany is going to play Serbia in the final. Serbia knocked off Canada, who also had a good host of NBA players.
Yeah,
Jamal Murray, RJ Barrett. They had a lot of NBA talent. Dylan Brooks. I don't know if you guys saw the
He really ejected and
the
booed.
video. Well, no, the video after Serbia beat them. He had made some like boxing comment, and then Jovic was out there just doing like boxing in the hallway, trolling Dylan Brooks. Like, been a rough few months for him. But anyways, Germany versus Serbia. I wonder who you guys got. Airs tomorrow at some point in the wee hours of the morning. Joe and I might still be up drinking, but we'll see if we can get it on. But Joe, who you got? Germany versus Serbia.
I don't know, bro. You know what? I'm gonna say Serbia. I'm gonna go with Serbia just because Dennis Schroeder ain't having 2 good games in a row. He gonna do something stupid. He gonna fuck it up. He gonna have 3 fouls early. He gonna barely get time to play because he gonna do some stupid shit early. Because he gonna think, hey, I just eliminated the USA team. I'm finna go out here like a superstar. I think I am, and he gonna fuck it up because that's what he always does. So I'm gonna take Serbia.
Damn, bro, you ain't got no love for the ex-Laker.
Fuck no.
No, none. You said you're dead to me.
I don't know who I hate more, him or D'Angelo Russell right now.
Wow. All right.
Yep.
Devion, who you got?
See, and Devion agree. That's why he can't say nothing.
I'm not gonna say that.
Because they both in the fucking doghouse.
I'm not saying no. Don't let me say it right now. I'm gonna go. I'll probably go with Germany. I was telling you, I was telling y'all in the chat. I think Schroeder trying to get his revenge for that failed contract.
He's mad about that.
Oh my god!
Like he got something to prove. Oh man,
Shit, he does
so much money, bro.
That's why I'm saying I don't know. I just think because I think what Germany got.
They got more NBA players.
They got 4 NBA players.
So I think it's gonna just come down to who got the most NBA players and the best talent on your team. So if Serbia beat them, hey man, they can shut me the fuck up. But I think it's just gonna.
I don't know, bro. Sometimes you have to go with the storyline in sports, bro.
Yeah.
Like Serbia winning would be wild. Like Jokic just won. Like, come on, bro. That shit just adding up too much. The script is written.
The whole thing, yeah. But I don't give a fuck, to be honest. I don't give a fuck who win. We lost, so who cares at this point? But I'm gonna go for Schroeder. They got ex-Laker. I'm gonna go for him. You know what I'm saying he's all right. The rest of them,
so I am picking obviously Serbia.
Yeah, of course.
Because they have the best player in the game, my man Nikola Jovic, who's gonna look so good in a Portland uniform next year. So he's going to put his talents on display. Then in a couple weeks, we'll get the trade announcement because Portland will be sold on that performance that he just put up. I mean, he already went for 25 in one of their games with perfect shooting, didn't miss a single shot.
Who they play against?
5 from 3. I mean,
who they play against?
That game was against South Sudan.
Man,
doesn't matter.
You mean the reincarnation of Kobe was on that team?
Bogdanovich gonna get off the low key.
They had Hollis Jefferson out there, bro.
He gonna be hooping on.
Sound like an NBA player to me. Sounds like more validation, but it's all good. I'm going with Serbia. I think they get the dub. They play good team basketball. They got the Serbian assassin Jovic.
Oh my god, that boy said, "Oh my god."
Go see Joe Davis on the South Sudan squad.
The African team gonna be African league gonna be something nice,
bro.
J.
Cole team. I think I could be on a team. I'm just saying.
Well, we get do a citizenship for Nigeria.
J. Cole is hooping the fuck out of you, Joe.
If all it takes is heart, sweat, and tears to get on Team USA, I think my heart, sweat, and tears can get on Team Nigeria.
We can definitely count on tears from you, Joe. I know that much, but yeah, I mean, you know what this just reminded me of though. This conversation, Devion. I brought this up last week, Joe, and I kind of want your opinion on it. I'm gonna take this away because it's not really relevant anymore. But we were talking about the World Championship thing, and I was saying I agreed with Noah Lyles because I think that it's wild to call yourself a world champion when you don't play the world. And I said we should the NBA or not the NBA, but the basketball world should create the basketball version of the Champions League. I think that shit would be so fucking lit You take like the top 4 teams in the NBA from the NBA playoffs. So like
you know what it would be like?
Finals,
you know what it'll be like? In MLS when they had the MLS All-Star game and it was the MLS All-Stars against Arsenal and they lost 6-0. That's what it would be. It's the best league in the world. All the best players want to come there to play because it's the best league in the world. So it's the World Championship. It's not like they got better leagues.
Not the question I'm asking. I'm asking you about the concept of
and
the
I'm saying that's
Champions
booty.
League
I think it would be booty.
Man, I want to see that shit. I want to see Spain's champion try and go up and beat the Nuggets or the Heat or the Lakers or.
We're gonna beat them by 30.
You can put the Knicks in there. Exactly.
No. Joe, they've already embarrassed us on the national stage once this
year. That's my point,
do it
bro.
Again.
That's my point, bro. Some of these champion teams in these other countries got 16, 17, 18-year-olds playing on the starting lineup. They get ate up, bro.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying so the way the Champions League works is like if you're in the Premier League being like the quote unquote best league, they get the most teams that get to go. So they get 4 teams. You take their top 4, right? Some other league might only get 1 team, so you only get their champion. So like while we would get 4, then like Spain, who's probably the next best league, maybe we take the people that play in their championship, right? Like both their teams. You take
and they're playing American
Italy,
rules, or
one
we
from
playing
Greece.
FIBA rules.
Don't matter. We go get 1 through 4, so it don't matter.
It don't matter, but I still think it would be fun. I think that shit would be fantastic television.
I don't think it would be competitive. I really don't think it'd be competitive.
It won't. It's just bragging rights. We just gonna be able to say we the best.
Right, but then we can really say world champions.
Yeah. Look.
That's the point.
We don't need to say it because it's known. That's what I'm just saying. It's known.
I do also think it would help grow the game of basketball though abroad. If you got to see, if they got to see their teams playing our teams, I think it would be nothing but good things.
I mean, I'm not hating on that.
The actual NBA players over there that they don't have to see on TV, they can see me in person.
Bro, could you imagine too? Like you rotate that shit around the world. Like one year, it's like the Champions League thing is in like
Saudi Arabia, Spain, where LeBron is at right now.
No.
That boy trying to
get millions. LeBron is there right now.
I'm not denying that. I'm saying no.
Hey, call me. Call me. Shit.
He trying to get that after NBA money.
Facts. We can start a live golf podcast right now.
He trying to get him some cheaters. He trying to go get him some cheaters they play catch with.
Right?
LeBron
cheaters just sitting on his front line. Hell yeah. Hell yes.
They get a different level of money.
That's insane.
Hey, man, don't forget about
terrorism. That terrorism money pays. I'm telling you,
bro.
There's one thing about it, it pays.
You want to see me take a couple jump shots and give me 300 million?
Yeah, there's a lot of people who fucked around with blood money before. Yeah,
some of my tax money go to building bombs to blow up little kids, so I ain't shit either already. So I might as well continue not being shit and get more money. I'm just saying. Let's be real about it. Let's be real about it. We all ain't shit now.
Yeah.
I think you got blood on your hands too. I think there's a little more scrutiny depending on your level of.
I mean, we killed a lot of people in Iraq. We killed a lot of people in Vietnam. Sure. We killed a lot of people in Korea.
But we can also
we terrorists too. We just the best of the best. When you at the top, ain't nobody can fuck with you. I'm just saying. Cause we'll quickly drop a bomb on you. It don't matter. You don't have to be on our level. You can be down here. Yeah, I'm just saying. You can be throwing rocks at our jets. Like, we're gonna drop a bomb.
I don't think you would support the people that
we the drone champions.
Like I might be wrong, but I don't feel like you're a George W. Bush fan.
What?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think you're a George W. Bush fan. From how well I know you, I don't think you're
George W. Bush like black women, so I'm on his side. Him and Michelle Obama like close like that now, so he got on my good side now. But beforehand, he got on my good side now.
Yeah, I remember.
George Bush was a good terrorist. He was a good terrorist. I'm just saying. Not only did he start a war so his homie could get paid, they got a bunch of stuff over there, bro. Just saying, it's a lot of opium in the Middle East. And then the opioid crisis happened right after we invaded Iraq.
All right, let's move on.
The dog food.
Actually, a perfect lead-in. A guilty pleasure take. So this is our round 2 of us doing this segment here.
Oh my!
But guilty pleasure take. So to re-explain what this is, a guilty pleasure take, something that you truly do believe, but would not want other people to know, like that guilty pleasure song that Joe is never really a guilty pleasure for because Joe just blurts out every single thing.
If you want to be my lover, that's what it's always in the back of my head, bro. It really is.
There it is.
I don't know why.
Love that for Joe. But yeah, guilty pleasure take, something you believe. You wouldn't necessarily want other people to know you believe it. Devion, I'm interested in when I told you we were going to do this, you got real excited once you came to on your idea.
Well, I think I kind of gave it away at first. Yeah. Man, I can't rhyme. That was my guilty pleasure, and it's gonna be. I'm gonna just voice it every week now because I don't give no fuck after this point. I don't think Steve Kerr a good coach at all, especially after the shit I've seen. I think he's boo boo. I think he's just riding off the success.
Billy Donovan.
Yeah, they damn near the same in my eyes.
Scott Brooks.
Hey, living off the back of these legends.
Mike Budenholzer.
Oh man, hey, come on.
Oh man, I really did not think I'd hear that name today.
Hey, they in the same boat. I don't give a fuck, man. I'm telling you, look, a lot of these players and bailed down a lot of these coaches, man, because that shit is. Cause wait, man, it's USA shit.
So you taking Doc Rivers or Steve Kerr?
At this point, I'm taking Doc Rivers. Cause look, I'm just being real. I ain't gonna be excited for either one of them, but at least when they put something together, you know what I'm saying?
No. Together. Joe, we're pinning him down more on this.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Marvin Ham is out. Lakers are interviewing only 2 coaches, Steve Kerr and Doc Rivers. Which one do you want them to go with?
Doc.
I'm taking Doc. I'm taking Doc too, actually. I'm taking Doc on that one. I'm taking Doc.
Like Steve Kerr, that shit. Look, all right, look, I get it. These systems and all that shit, I get them. Well, who the fuck we got on our team that's gonna emulate that Warrior system? And if it's anything like this USA team, Doc at least can deal with a bunch of you know what I'm saying, head cases and at least win some games. I ain't saying we're gonna win the championship. They only gonna go so far, but at least Doc gonna be like, hey, bro, let James Harden go to the strip club. If motherfucker gonna play better, let him go to the strip club, come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just looking at who can handle Anthony Davis the best, and that's Doc. So I'd rather deal with Doc than Steve Kerr. Like, Steve Kerr,
I will say this.
Booty.
I wish Steve Kerr would have hit. I wish Steve Kerr would have hit Austin Reeves' bullshit defense the way he hides Steph Curry's in Golden State. I wish he would have done that for Team USA. Because he didn't even try. He just let them go out there fucking abuse Austin Reeves the entire fourth quarter.
It's like he sabotaged.
Does he have like an anti-Laker like agenda? He's like, look, I don't care if we win or lose. I'm just gonna make sure that Austin Reeves gets like the least hype ever now because like damn man, I was like, help him.
Ex-Laker BI. I'm telling you, bro, he got something against us. Bro, they told him he ain't getting a job. That's what it was. They told him he ain't getting a job, so he trying to sell. Yo, he's lame. I'm sorry. And look, for all you Warriors fans, what you just saw with Team USA, this is what the Warriors are about to become. Because once Steph is gone, hey, no, keep Kerr. Like, tell him to stay where you built your legacy so we can see how bad it becomes. But don't
you
come.
Think he does? You think he does? Who was it? Well, it was like rumored. But like, I know you're not a football guy, but like Steve McVay or
Sean McVay.
Sean McVay was rumored to like leave the Rams. Basically,
Steve Kerr doing that.
They did the fuck them picks, and then the roster all of a sudden sucked, and he wasn't gonna have all the fun players. The coach would be like, I might go to the TV booth. You think Steve Kerr gonna do him like that?
Yeah, because he can't build a team on his own. I don't believe he can build a team on his own. I think he can if you gift him a good thing or so like, oh, this could work. I could just tweak it a little bit. Yeah, I can make this my own. Doc, see, that's why I said Doc.
And you know what?
Deal some head cases. He can't.
You know what's gonna be crazy? If Wiseman looks good this year, and if Jordan Poole look real good this year, then you're gonna be like, hey,
Jordan
He can't
Poole ain't
coach
gonna
young
look like
guys.
anything.
He can't coach up young. Well, Jordan Poole gonna look good, bro.
He
Jordan
can't
Poole
coach
gonna
up young
average
guys.
25.
That's a fact. Looney, and they gonna go to like, what about Looney? Looney go get 20 rebounds and 2 points. I'm not trying to hear none of that. I'm not. Like
Developing a role player and then developing a star.
It's totally different.
It's 2 different things. They want him to be a pop so bad. They do. They want him to be he's not.
Dude, that's a good point. He's never developed a talent.
This is not my guilty pleasure take, Devion, but I'm gonna also throw this out there. You could kind of say the same thing about Pop.
Got a better resume than him.
No, he found Kawhi. I'll give him that. He found Kawhi. He traded for Kawhi.
Hey, look. You know one thing Pop got that a lot of coaches don't got in him. He'd go in there.
I think one of the assistant coaches there's a lot more credit than Pop for Kawhi Leonard's development.
Man, that's true. But then they traded George Hill for Kawhi, right? I think it was George Hill for Kawhi.
I thought it was just a
pick swap, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was that concrete, but
Pop would take a team to go and get some picks, though. Get to number.
I'll tell you one thing though. If Pop was the head coach of Team USA, we would have won. But Joe, what you got? What's your guilty pleasure take?
My guilty pleasure take. That's a Miami Heat take, bro. And you know I don't fuck with the Heat like that, dog. But I want them to get Dame. I really want them to get Dame. But I don't want them to get Dame until after the season start. I want it to be like right before the trade deadline. So then they got to figure out how to put shit together. And then they get to the playoffs. And that shit sucks because they don't know how to play each other. And they got to go a whole nother year before they get a chance to make it to the finals. That's my guilty pleasure. Y'all going to get Dame, but it's going to be too late. And y'all not going to be like the Lakers because y'all don't got LeBron. And y'all ain't going to be able to put all that shit together in 25 games. And y'all going to flame out in the first round of the playoffs. Y'all probably going to lose to the fucking...
Why do you hate them so
some
much?
bum-ass team. Y'all finna lose to the Hawks or something like that. And y'all not going to win. It's going to be something crazy. It's going to be something wild like that. But y'all gonna get Dame. But y'all gonna get Dame.
So much, bro. Like,
First of all, let's break.
Pat Riley was disrespectful to LeBron and still ain't apologized all the way.
For what? For what?
What you mean? Why can't Rich Paul get on the plane? Why can't Rich Paul get on the plane?
Why the fuck would LeBron?
Why can't Savannah get on the plane?
Why
can't Savannah get on the plane?
Deserve more?
Because he's LeBron James.
Then Dwayne fucking Wade.
We just said that.
Miami.
We just said that James Harden can go to the
Miami.
strip club. We just said James Harden can go to the strip club whenever he wants.
That's Doc, baby. That's Doc, baby. That's different. That's culture, baby. That's different. That's different. You don't bring him up.
Nope.
You talking about?
First of all, never bring up.
Fuck Pat Riley.
When you're never bring up.
Talking about putting a roster together. I haven't seen Pat Riley put a roster together until he gets some superstars. He don't put rosters together. He don't know how to develop.
But he always gets them, right?
He just gets superstars,
right? Okay.
Not in a long time. He hasn't.
Wait.
Not in a decade.
Bro, the last 3 years.
Wait,
Miami
Jimmy Butler a superstar?
2 out of 4
we putting
finals?
superstar.
If you're saying there's no other superstar on the team, if there's no other superstar on the team, Joe,
he's not a superstar, bro. He's not a superstar, bro. He right below superstar. He's not a superstar, bro.
I mean, fine, that's fine. Whatever. He's put together rosters in 2 out of 4 years that have gone to the finals.
Yeah. And nobody thought they was going
to. Giannis was injured.
No superstars.
Giannis was injured.
Giannis getting his ass whooped when he was still healthy. I don't want to hear that.
I disagree, but okay. Chris Middleton was hurt this year too.
Giannis
that wasn't even. They can't beat the Bucks when the Bucks is healthy.
Already down. Yes, they did. They beat him in the bubble.
Hold on, Will. I got you.
That was different. That was before
I gotta ask him something we asked last.
That's before
Chris
Middleton had that.
You think the bubble championship was one of the hardest championships?
Hell yeah.
That wrong. So you can't say nothing about that team.
Yes, I can. Nah,
you can't say nothing about that team.
Chris Middleton didn't have that killer in him yet. They didn't have Brooke Lopez. That wasn't the whole same squad, bro.
They did have Brooke Lopez.
Yeah, they had.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did.
In 2019.
Yes.
Yeah, they had him.
I don't know if they got Brooke Lopez, bro.
They wasn't supposed to. They just
did have.
They was decent. Did they have PJ Tucker too? No, that was the year after, wasn't it?
No, that was the year after.
They only had him the one
Yeah,
year.
see, they wasn't the same year.
Hey, bro, Miami just can put teams together, and they don't.
No,
need
they can't,
to,
bro.
Them 2 out of 4 years, bounce the Celtics 3 out of 4 years, both the darlings in the East. I'm not talking about
Ooh, they beat the
Hey,
Celtics.
they don't
Ooh, the Celtics who don't know what to do either.
If they did all that with no
Hey,
superstar, that's
no,
crazy.
the Celtics bounced. You know, the Celtics bounced in one of those years.
Yeah,
the Bucks.
Yeah.
So if you want to say if you want to discredit the Celtics, then they set your lame ass Bucks.
That's
on
before.
too.
Nah, that's not the same, bro.
No, that was 2 years
You're missing
ago.
out on a
That's
lot of
years ago.
context. You're missing out on a lot of context in there, bro.
You are.
Bro.
You know, these like
Fuck
the
Heat.
teams we talking about, the only teams that really been to the finals in like the last 4 or 5 years, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
And if they did
don't
all
nobody,
this,
and neither one, and don't none of those teams have superstars but Giannis.
Hey, shit, that's good for their organization. Then that's
right, but that
the East is weak. The East is weak. The East is weak.
What? Come on.
East is weak, bro.
The West is much tougher than the fucking West. The East is much
tougher
than the fucking West.
It's not. No, it's not.
The top 4 teams in the East, you can't really say too much about them. Anybody else, we could probably
way
argue,
tougher.
But the first 4 teams, we really can't say nothing bad.
I'm not saying they bad.
Dream team was not in the East with Kyrie, Dred Scott, Irving, Kevin Durant. And
yeah, they not
act like they weren't in the fucking East.
Yeah,
they weren't a good team together though. Just because you got players don't make you a good team.
Of course.
We just saw the USA got a good players on their team, but they don't got the right coach, obviously, because they lost.
Decent players.
They got good players, bro.
Rising superstar.
If Jimmy Butler was on the fucking Team USA, they would have fucking won.
He would have been on the bench. He would have been on the bench right next to Brandon Ingram.
You know,
he would have been right next to Brandon Ingram.
You think Steve Kerr's gonna look down at Spo and say, "I'm not gonna play Jimmy"? Stop it.
You're right. He should have just set his ass. He should have had the respiratory infection and when it took his stupid ass home.
Right.
I sure would have did that. I would do the same thing if I was Brandon Ingram though too. We about to play a big game against Germany. I'd have been shit. I don't think I can play today.
That's some out the locker room shit. Like for real. That's what that
is.
We gonna hear about it in about a month or so. They're gonna
20 minutes before the game.
We already been hearing about it.
Smoking that weed.
BI talked to me like, yeah, I'm not really like blending in or whatever the fuck he said about this team. Like he had a hard time blending in with these players.
Stupid. In other words, he had a hard.
Guilty pleasure take?
Didn't he used to play with Josh Hart?
Yeah.
It's a coaching thing, my boy. I'm telling you, it's coaching.
It's your turn, Will.
It's your turn. You got it, Willie. I did mine.
Yeah,
I did that.
Devion went first.
Yeah. You're right.
You
had to go on your little. You had to go on your little. I can talk about mine again too.
You made me see red real quick. Sorry, Joseph. No. So this is my guilty pleasure take, and I know this might sound contradictory to what I said the original time. So I'm going to try and phrase it in a way that I think illustrates it the best. I think Kobe Bryant is the greatest player in NBA history that has been the best player in the league while they were playing for the least amount of time, if that makes sense. So I have Kobe like top 5 all time, right? But I feel like he's only been the best. He was only the best player in the NBA for like 3-ish years. If that, and like a lot of it's just consequence of when he played, because
he's talking about Kobe. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like LeBron came, and like LeBron to me is the GOAT, and like LeBron just been the GOAT for a long ass time.
That's that close. His was a little bit longer.
Yeah, I feel like to me, Magic has always been better than Bird in totality. So like, I feel like
13 years.
Yeah, I guess I should say like the more modern history, because like
that's just the first thing that popped in my head. Yeah,
but because
I see what you're saying. You're right.
I really feel like Kobe. I feel like Kobe was really only the best player in the NBA for like 3-ish years. Like I think around 05, 06, he is the best player. And then, I mean, by 07, you really got to give it to LeBron in 07. Once LeBron takes that dog shit team to the finals, LeBron's got to be the best player in the league.
That's why they say Kobe's the best player, because they literally overshadow. Like they really don't even look at him. They looking at other players. You gonna see the same shit with like Jason Tatum. They gonna go out here and just say, "Oh, he's the best player," and go overlook all these other talents.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron, I never get.
I didn't give LeBron better. LeBron not better than Kobe until he got that first championship.
But LeBron is number 1 and number 2 on most people's list, so you can't really get mad at when somebody say LeBron.
Because, Joe, the reason why I say that because like I think in 05, like I think Kobe is unquestioned the best player in the league.
Kobe took a dog shit team to the playoffs.
But what I'm saying, but that's kind of my point. Is like that team was terrible, and like he still took them to the play. Like, but you went just by their
Jordan
record.
Farmar and Kwame Brown and motherfucking.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. So when LeBron does the exact same thing with like potentially even a worse roster, takes them to the finals. Like, I mean, like to me, like in 07, you kind of have to give it to LeBron at that
Tahir
point.
Black, something like that.
But like, you know, like you can maybe go to like 5 years if you go like into the latter years of the Shaq Kobe years, but it's just like,
yeah, you really got a point though.
At that point,
you got a
like
point.
Shaq was still Shaq. You know, like when Shaq got traded, like that was pretty perfect timing by the Lakers in retrospect. Like Shaq was kind of past his peak.
We got Smush Park. Then we get after that we got Smush Parker. Didn't make the finals. Then we got Paul Gasol. People gotta realize we got Paul Gasol. That nobody like him coming. Kobe made this motherfucker a Hall of Famer.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm being real with you. We've never heard Bynum ever again. That boy bankrupted himself out. Man, I'm telling you, bro. Kobe.
That's another horrible move by the 76ers. They gave that man all kind of money, and he played 10 games.
Kobe expects.
Nah, but Devin, you feel me though? Because like, I mean,
yeah,
Kobe
I know.
Is like top 5, bro. But like, I mean, he
overshadowed by LeBron. You right, damn.
Yeah, I mean, like, and then like he hit Shaq's like peak. Like Shaq's peak is up there with anybody's peak.
Yeah,
bro.
Now
Shaq
the longevity of
that boy was averaging 40, and Kobe was averaging like 33. I was like, ain't that crazy? Like he averaging 40 and 15. Kobe is literally getting like 30 and 8, and ain't nobody give a fuck about that. You know how cold you gotta be to, you know what I'm saying? Like that duo was crazy. And then as soon as we get done, we get Smush Parker, don't make the playoffs. The next year we back in it. Then we hit a back-to-back. You know what I'm saying? We should have hit a 3-peat, but we got hurt. You know, somebody got hurt. We should have had a 3-peat. And then right in there, the NBA is trying to get their new face in the NBA right in that little mix. Kobe's still Kobe, but they ain't worried about it no more. It's fucked up. Hey, that's crazy. You right though, Will. It is like they that's crazy. Because everybody loved Kobe. Everybody talk about Kobe. He was out here averaging 28 damn near until he retired.
It does. Like every time I think about it, though, it pisses me off more that they gave Steve Nash them MVPs.
I don't know how.
Ridiculous.
Because
there's no way he was the best player. Kobe only ended up with what, one MVP?
One, and that's wild.
Like that's wild.
And
not to like it's not to discredit Steve Nash because he was obviously amazing and fairly innovative with D'Antoni, but like great player. But Kobe was more than a one-time MVP, and like he just was
that's wild.
He just was not more valuable than Kobe was. He just wasn't.
That's why I don't like that MVP shit. I'm just saying, like, how do you get a player like him, he's literally a generational player that still influences people now? Like real shit, he influences people
One
now.
MVP, that's crazy.
One MVP, that's wild to me. How does he only have one MVP?
Like we talk about, like I know at least Joe and I would agree that like LeBron is short on MVPs and what he deserves.
Yeah.
Like he has not gotten as many. But I mean, goddamn, Kobe deserves more than fucking one. Jesus fucking Christ. But at the same time, it's like there's really only like 3 years that I could definitively say like, yeah, it should have been Kobe.
But that's cool. That's 3 MVPs, and that changed. That's a different talk now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm cool. That's 3 MVPs. If you say 3
I don't even
years,
think Kobe just got 2. Even if he had just a second one, just to be able to like put him in the category of people that have multiple. You know what I mean? Like, because that is really a different category of people. Man.
Yeah,
all right, you guys. I thought I would get a little more fun now, but
it's
we got the show.
It makes sense, bro.
We choose love. Or we choose violence.
Hey, I'm letting you go love before Will, because I know what you gonna pick, and I'm gonna piggyback off yours.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, if it's what you put in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm piggybacking off that.
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
So I am choosing love. The dream sports show, besides 3 and Impossible, is finally coming to fruition.
Oh no!
Shannon
Okay, this is what you're talking about.
Chad Ochocinco.
Yes, sir. That's gonna be cold.
Wait, tomorrow night is the first episode. There's not a better duo out there that I could dream up as 2 personalities to put on the show. It's gonna be so fucking good. It's gonna be. They said 3 episodes a week, I believe. So we get
ratchet.
Unc and Chad 3 times a week. It's gonna be so fucking good. It's gonna be on Club Shay Shay's YouTube channel. So set your notifications or whatever you got to do to make sure you get tuned into those, because those are gonna be electric. That's my love. I love the shit out of that. Joe, you seem like you got a little anger.
I don't support cats on my podcast, but yeah, that too. I guess you can subscribe to us too. I guess since we promote other shows, I'm just saying. We giving out names and all that. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on that shit. I'm just saying. Fuck Will. That's what I'm going with. I'm just playing.
Hey, it's always gonna promote our people over here. Hey,
you know what?
Because that bring you up. My mama, that bring you up. That mention.
I'm gonna choose love.
Okay, Joseph.
And I'm gonna give it to the Detroit Lions. I picked the Lions to win. I think Jared Goff is a decent quarterback. I don't know how I feel about Dan Campbell yet, but they got a fun team. They're gonna win some games. They're gonna be an NFC East threat. I ain't saying they're going to the Super Bowl, but they can compete in the playoffs. As long as I meant, what did I say, West? I just meant the NFC. Sorry, I meant to say they're a threat in the NFC. I'm not gonna say they're gonna win the Super Bowl or even win a playoff game, but they're gonna be a threat. People are not gonna want to play them. They're a good team. So if Jared Goff don't turn the ball over, they can win games. Jahmyr Gibbs, thank you. Great pickup on fantasy. That little juke move you did thing, that was cold. They're going to be fun to watch. So I'm going to just give the Detroit Lions some love because they've been so shitty for so long.
Hey, bro, low-key, Detroit winning, like the city of Detroit is winning across, like, rap.
The Pistons going to be decent,
all that. That's crazy. They winning. They city
10 toes down.
Hey. This might be a first or one of very few many that we actually all love something.
Okay,
yeah, that's weird.
I'm going to love, and I'm going to piggyback off what Will said, but I'll be more specific. Shannon, my boy, winning. Shannon Sharp is winning.
That boy took a private jet to the game this morning, the Colorado game. He said he woke up in the private jet to breakfast. I said, "This boy, that's cold. That's a flex, bro."
That boy flexing. Hey, boy, it's like they flexing on scale. They say,
"Yes, they are."
We appreciate everything you did for us, but fuck you. We winning. They are. That boy waking up on a PJ.
You gotta give Skip some credit though. He gonna put some black people on. He gonna put black people on. You may not like what he say, but he gonna put black people on.
No, black people are gonna continue to keep saving his career.
Does he put black people on, or does he exploit their talents for his own personal gain?
But they end up going further than he does, so that's why I say he put black people on. Now, if he just kept going up and just kept dropping black people, the black people are dropping him.
The highest paid personality in all of sports.
Oh, I mean, the black people keep dropping him and going further up.
Yeah. That boy is lame.
Dang, you got me. You got me on that. Damn.
All I know is my boy Shannon left, got a bag. That boy stepping out in linen sweatsuits that show his ankles.
He's showing off his ankle bone.
Money. That boy making that. When your ankles,
you know you're making money when you showing the ankle bone.
Yeah, you hear me? With the one piece, no socks, you making that bread, boy. I'm making that paper. Hey, shout out to him, cause Chad. Hey, bro, it been a lot of like ex basketball players and like football players, black players too,
who don't get that opportunity.
Dominating media right now. They about to take over media, boy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Skip. Hey, I'm saying for everybody who white and these other players, you better go ahead and talk to Skip and see how you exploit black people or ride on their backs to get in.
Or you're gonna have to go to Outkick. You better go to Outkick the coverage. You better go over there with them white folks. So,
I'm saying, you better hit a Mad Dog or somebody. Hey, I'm just saying, bro.
I better go to Barstool. And hey, we taking over Barstool slowly too. So
you little kid, look, hey, they let us in. They gave us who they gave you niggas money. They let us in. No, it's over. It's over.
We taking over.
Hey, and one thing I wanna follow up on that, Devion. You know what? The whole thing about Shannon Sharp and Undisputed and all that thing. Undisputed's a mess right now. They got Skip hosting his own fucking show. Bro, that shit looks so terrible. But what I want to say about it is, like,
rough.
you know,
yeah, that is crazy.
I feel like they thought that they could just get another athlete and it was going to just do what Shannon Sharp did for that show and did not appreciate who Shannon is. Because it's not just that he's, you know, provides like insight as like a former player, but like he had such like personality, the one-liners that he would come, like you just don't replace that. Because like I think personally Richard Sherman is like very good at what he does. I think Sherman is good at being a TV personality.
Platform,
wrong platform, but it's also just not Shannon Sharp.
Yeah. Hey, like,
Richard Sherman's good, but they got him with two people who just yelling and acting like clowns.
You
like,
got low-key, they broke up Shannon's personality into 3 different people, and that was the fucked up part. And you don't got nobody to mediate that. That's wild.
That's
Michael
a good point.
Irvin is fire if you got somebody who can mediate him. Like, man, sit down, because he's good for TV. But it's just 3 ex-players, and Sherman's just sitting like this, like, y'all gonna let me talk now? They gonna say something crazy,
bro. Low key, because like Sherm,
and they be cutting Skip off.
The most insightful shit.
He does.
Like Sherm says the most insightful shit. Like he really makes sense. Like it's very well thought out. I think he, you know, maybe eventually he can like start getting into like kind of the how you dress all that shit up in a way that like Shannon can do with like the analogies and all that stuff. But yeah, you got Keyshawn. Keyshawn so far has been okay, but like when he was on ESPN, he would say some of the dumbest shit out there. He's up there. He was up there for me with Rashad McCants in terms of just ex-players ruining the narrative that players should be the ones fucking giving like insight.
That's
on
good.
Because,
that's
like,
good.
Clearly, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Did you hear what he said? Did you hear he said Saints won in the Super Bowl?
Oh, so yeah, that's exactly the type shit I'm talking about. That's exactly the type shit I'm talking about.
Because his nephew's the right receiver.
I'm going to double dip here because we went all love. I got to throw some hate out there. I'm throwing hate on Rashad McCants because I feel like he needs it. That UNC bitch. He said, Devion, we talked about this. We talked about this.
That's what I was like.
Not anymore. I gave that up.
It's cool. Go off that old hate, that old love.
I just only can care about SLU. Like once I went there, like I just can't really get into Duke. But
I'm sorry, I don't.
Regardless, when he said on No Chill Gill, he said any team that I'm on has a chance. At what? A chance at what?
Losing.
Because it's not winning. Because it's absolutely not winning. Because like they were responding to like the Noah Lyles thing. He's like, bro, you put me on whatever. He said he played in like Lebanon. Bro, if I'm on that team, we got a chance to do what?
You heard what Kenyon Martin said. That boy said, he said, didn't when you play in the NBA, didn't y'all have like the worst record like every year you played? He was like, wait, hey man, go to the big 3 and just go ahead and just live through the big 3 again, bro. Just shut the fuck up. Like, come on, bro. Like, that boy crazy.
He trying too hard.
Oh,
no, I think he believes it.
He believes that. You think he believes that?
I think he believes it. You don't get that heated if you don't believe it. The way he was going back and forth with Pat Bev, oh my God.
Pat Bev was. He ain't say no lie.
Pat Bev instigated. Showed him.
He ain't say no lie. Made him quit. He got a roster spot. The other one didn't. Yeah, he got a roster spot. The other one didn't. They said they were gonna give me the spot. You was just there to do this, and I got hurt. Well, you don't know Chill Gill talking about an opportunity that you could have had. So obviously you're lying. That boy, yeah. Hey, bro, he made the NBA. Not say that much.
Shout out to him. He had one really good season in the NBA. Shout out to him. We're 3-0.